build a reef tank. Hope you wanna build a reef tank. Hey guys, I am here in Jacksonville, Florida at Reef. Larry, thanks for the recommendation for this store. Now, you guys know I am doing a tank build. And so, on my way to Orlando to go see my new tank, I thought I would take a quick detour and head to Jacksonville so I can check out what I heard is an awesome store. Come on, guys. I am here with Eddie of Reef. Eddie, thank you so much. You see my post on Facebook that I decided to make a detour, which is crazy. And so you are nice enough to show me around your beautiful store.
Well, we have our front little show fish only display here that we have our 17-year-old puffer in, and just some clownfish, just a basic fish only display.
Now we're going to the
store.
Big boy stuff, the corals, my favorites.
This is a Red Sea Max 650. This is their top of the line production tank that Red Sea makes. It's a nice all-in-one. This is a custom little 60 cube that's very popular. We build our own acrylic tanks, so I built this 2x2 by 26 tall. This is our 4x8 system. It's another mixed reef, combination of T5s and metal halide lighting. So we throw the corals out. We sell all the corals in here. We show the tridactic clams and just how somebody could have a shallow mixed reef, for the system. And then we have several 4x4s in the store. This is just one of our tanks that we put bargains in. So anywhere from $20, $30, $40 corals. We have everything for beginners to experts. So just a nice, easy tank to fit within people's budget. This is one of our other 4x4 systems. We're using the new Gen 3 Radeon lighting over it. It's a 4x4, a little bit taller, or 18 inches tall on this one, so that we can display some of the different corals, the Acropora and some of the LPS corals.
And now you were telling me that with this system, the two Radeons do more than enough.
Absolutely.
For the system right
now. There's plenty of light for the system. There's plenty of par for the system, and with just each one, they cover a 2x4 area about 18 inches tall. So we're still using the factory optics on it, so we didn't have to go to the 120-degree optics, getting it far enough away from it. And all the corals seem to be very happy, from the LPS to the SPS to the Chalice.
Now you were giving me a good tip for people who are using Radeons and using a shallow tank.
Typically, whenever you're going to have a shallow tank, if you're going to use the Radeon Gen 3s, you're going to want to go to the 120-degree optics and turn the intensity down to around 40% until the corals get adjusted to it, and slowly have a cycle from, say, we starting at 20% intensity to a midday of around 40 to 50%, and then back down to 20% and changing the lighting on a custom schedule.
All right, so we have another kind of frag tank.
Yes, sir.
Right here, with some beautiful corals.
This is basically the frags of some of the bigger colonies that are in the 4x4. This is a 30x30, and we have it marked down for different prices for the consumer to purchase at their budget. So if they want colonies, they go to that tank. If they want fragments to start their own, then they come to this tank. So we have everything from Zoas, Palithoas to SPS to Chalice in this one. So what we have is a 4-stage carbon pre-stage filter for our RODI system. We clean the water from the city. It has a high TDS, so we clean off all the carbon, all the chlorine. We go to a silver membrane up top, which is a 2,400 gallon per day. That cleans it very well, and then we go through 5 stages of deionization to manufacture a 0 to very low TDS water.
And how much water do you go through per day?
On the average, we go through about 1,000 gallons of water a day, selling retail-wise. We actually utilize probably earlier in the week when we do our services, we use about 2,000 gallons of water per day during cleaning the store.
Now, just like me, you guys are in the process of doing the build too. You
Absolutely.
Remove the tank from here.
Yes, sir.
And you are doing a 250 gallon.
Yes, sir. We're going to use the Marineland Deep Dimension 250. We're going to pull down this 150 Marineland Custom. This was actually prior to their Deep Dimension series, but it's exactly the same size. And then I custom built this 36 by 30, and we're going to pull this down. Actually going to slide this one over to this area where we pull the other tank, and we're going to have a 250. We're going to do the multiple lighting like we did on this one, where we're going to have the T5s, the LED,
Okay.
and the metal halide, or we'll go to a radion over the top of it.
And so right now you're running a big metal halide,
400 watt metal
about,
halide.
what, 4 T5s?
4 T5s.
Yeah, 4 T5s. And what are these? What kind of LEDs are these?
This is the sky LED on the small bar, and then those were the older current lights.
Now this is pretty cool. You gave me a lot of great information about captive bred fish that I never thought about regarding diseases and viruses.
Well, what we do at BioReef is we try to keep our captive bred ornamental marine life separate from our wild fish because of the viruses, fungus, and bacteria that they would not normally be exposed to while they're cultured. So what we do is we separate them when we get them in, and they run in this system, and over a period of time we transfer some of the water to get them into our system, so that if they do come down with something, that we have a quarantine system that we can treat them for whatever they're exposed to, because unlike humans, they don't have the ability to have antiviruses to be able to combine with a fish from the Red Sea or from the Indian Ocean or whatnot. So oftentimes what happens when you mix fish, you'll see Caribbean fish come down with something that they've never had before from a Pacific fish.
Thank you so much, Eddie, for
Thank you.
inviting us to your
I appreciate
store.
it.
I
Yes,
know
sir.
it was at
Yeah.
the last minute.
Oh, no, yeah,
I'm
great.
doing a little road trip. I can't wait to
That's
see
exciting.
my new tank.
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Thank you.